Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my daily market analysis. It is the 14th of July at 8:13. Uh, Pre-market has been moving on SPY. We created a local low right here, 621.10. I had some support, some immediate support for a bounce from this move that we broke under. So, in consequence to that, I'm thinking we go a little further down. I'm looking at these areas for support. We've already hit the first one, and we're starting to get a small bounce. I'll draw a trend line here for which if it's broken, should be the first indication we're going further down. And we'll keep an eye on SPY. Next, we have Bitcoin up. Bitcoin was strong this weekend, particularly yesterday. We made a move from 118 to a new all-time high of 123 this morning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plot the most immediate resistance right now. And if Bitcoin were to catch support in these areas, it could be in for more direct upside. Following Bitcoin, we've been tracking PayPal, and PayPal seems like there might be a huge opportunity brewing. If we go back and look at the hourly, if we measure the bottom of the 18th of June to the top of July 3rd, we get a support box here, of which we have perfectly came down to touch the 618 retracement. For further confirmation that the bounce will begin from here, would be that we hit the 168, the 1.1, the 1.618 extension on the move from the highs. So, with that being said, PayPal is on my watch list. And I'm definitely looking at calls. T-Mobile. T-Mobile had a similar situation. However, T-Mobile dipped under 618 support. And if we were to measure that move, we've dipped under. So we'll keep watching T-Mobile. I'll plot some. I have no immediate resistance. We'll leave this box. We'll leave this support zone here. I'll extend it out. And what I can also do is if that trend is broken, we could be seeing at least some kind of rally, relief of some sort, at the very least. Google. I've been looking for a slightly deeper correction, but if we look at it now, it definitely flipped thesis, or it definitely caught support rather on Friday. So let's clear all this up. I'll plot the most immediate relative supports for direct upside, of which we've already hit one of them. If these happen to fail, I can plot the next the next supports for potential resistance, and most likely not until we lose this red line can we actually say that there's a pullback, a deeper pullback in play. Next up, we have AT&T. And this dinosaur of a stock has dipped into long-term support. If we measure this whole move here, we see some potential support right here at 26.83 area, of which we've dipped under, but came right back up. So I'll be watching AT&T to see if we can get it further dip down. And I'm very interested in AT&T for long term, but I would want to see that these lows hold. Next up, Super Micro, SMCI. I plotted some immediate supports last week, of which so far we're respecting. However, once we lose this 618 level, I think so long as 48.71 ish and 48.38 can hold, we could get one more rally up. So we'll leave this plotted here, and we'll keep SMCI on watch. HIMS. On HIMS, they had some immediate potential resistance plotted, of which we got a reaction that sent us a little further down. This plotted potential support is still holding so far. I'll extend this trend line. We could see a potential break of these levels into the buy blocks below and catch support. However, if we lose this low, I think as long as we don't lose these lows of $40, that we could be in for upside. So I'll keep HIMS on watch. I'm very interested in HIMS. I have a medium term resistance here. You could say we reacted to the 0.5, but the fact that we haven't printed lower lows and broken local lows um, keeps room for upside. Silver was looking weak for a little bit, but that changed on Wednesday. Wednesday, you see a substantial rally from $36.29 an ounce up to this morning's high of $39.13 an ounce. Substantial rally. At the moment, I have some immediate and secondary supports. If we lose these, then I expect a bounce from one of these, but we'll keep silver on watch as well. Oil. um, oil. So I was following a longer term support region from which the dump that we witnessed on Monday, the 22nd, 23rd of June, excuse me, landed right into support. And I believe that so long as the rest of these resistance levels break, as we've seen the first one being tested, we should see much further upside. Um, so we'll keep an eye on oil as well. I'll zoom in and plot the most immediate support levels for more direct, more direct movement up. Now this support in particular is pretty fragile, but I will leave it plotted for now. Intel, another dinosaur. So if we go ahead and look at the long term again, this is a 4-hour chart. I've been following this uh, long-term resistance, and I believe that so long as we can break and stay above $24 level, Intel can see substantial upside in the coming future, and then in the coming near future. Um, so let's zoom in. I had some immediate resistance plotted here, of which it seems we have a reaction, but I'm not convinced. What I'd like to do here is measure this could be an ABC. Um, so we'll leave this plotted like so for now, assuming this is going to be an ABC. I want to see what happens when we dip, if Intel dips into this area of 2250 to 2290. So let's go to the next one, Blooming Brands. Blooming Brands. I mean, so long as these immediate support levels can hold, we can see some more upside. Yeah, we've seen a break of the trend line so far, but we'll see if the reaction to one of these levels is stronger than the trend line. My lithium play is ticker LAC. Oh, LAC up to 293 on the day. Beautiful. So I had a long-term resistance trend line plotted here. We broke above it. I measured the most immediate resistances, supports, excuse me, and we've rallied. We're starting to try to rally. I'm looking for a break above 303 for immediate continuation upside. Um, Lithium, not to say it hasn't reacted to the current precious metals market rally, but it's definitely hasn't moved as much. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with lithium stocks. And lastly, we have Tesla. Tesla has been testing the bears since its low on Monday the 7th. I mean, so long as we continue to print higher lows, we can continue further up. I'll plot some immediate resistance. And last week, I think we decided we were going to ignore this and call it a ghost candle. That didn't happen. So we'll continue with that assumption. And I think that covers everything. All of these stocks that I have on this update that I'll be putting out every day will be followed on Discord. Charts are available for your view. So please feel free to join. Thank you and have a good one. Have a happy trading day.